Yeah, basically what I want is like when I click offer review, I want it to be like, all right, successfully sent offer or something. I'm thinking I'm gonna add like this little message to the top. Actually, though, you know, icon libraries a lot of times come with these UI libraries, so maybe it does make sense to have the flags. Yeah, I try to stay away from modals in general if I can. Only if I must have them, I will add them in. All right, so I put, oh, this is the login page. I was like, I didn't even see this show up. Let's go to home. Use React Toastify. I might add that if I don't like the look of this. I think it would be, I think that's something good to add, like a message to the person. Definitely don't think I'm going to be able to get to it in this, encoding it today, but I think that's something good to add in general. Okay, I think that actually looks pretty sharp right here. And then have it like go away after 30 seconds or something. Or you know what? Not even, you don't even have to, we don't even have to do that. Why don't we just do it like this? So how are we going to get that data? That's the interesting part to what we're going to show in the modal. Because what I think I want to say in the modal is like, I guess like you have successfully sent an offer to Ben or whoever it is. Yep, exactly. Marketplace for code reviews. So people can make code reviews or like ask people to look over their code, and they can have experts that can go and basically check it for you. All right, so how do I get that data? So where is it coming from? I guess I know it based off of the mutation, and the easiest way to add that is to just store it in the local state. So let's just store in the local state. So AKA, we're turning in this into a class component. So let's try glean. What? Which one is it? Paid service. So what I'm thinking is having both. So you can do free code reviews and paid code reviews. So I can get, yeah. Yeah, I'm deciding where I want to store it. I think I want to store it in local state, and yeah, I can get it from there. That's a good idea. And now I want to convert this to a class component, and I have a plugin that's supposed to do that for me. Oh, thanks, man. Extract to function in module scope. Yep, all right, we're just gonna have to do this ourselves. I mean, it's not that hard, so. Maybe that's what I did need to do. Maybe include the export default. Maybe that's what I was missing. We need to import React. All right, so we got our home. And up here in our state, we're going to store, I guess we'll call it current sent offer to sent offer data. Inside of that, we're going to have the username, which is going to be an empty string. Glean hasn't worked very well for me in general. Maybe they fixed bugs since I used it though. Yeah, it's kind of been hit or miss for me as well, to be honest, as I'm using it more. Username, it's a cool idea though. Username, and what else do I need to display? Do I need to display anything else? My message, I think, what did I say my message was going to be? Do I want a header? Success. Let's say success. Success. How do I navigate so fast? Yep, using Vim. So Vim, I can go up and down in my keyboard and I can type, and so basically this entire time I'm barely using my mouse. Now and then I will pick it up to like click around, but most of the time just keyboarding. Yeah, same. I'm really looking forward to React hooks myself. I mean, I just can't wait to get rid of mutation query and make that just 3 hooks. Okay, so your offer has been sent to, and then the person's username. Say offer sent to. And we only want to show this message when we have an offer too. In that case, how would you go about handling a confirmation message, like a window.prompt equivalent basically? Yeah, modal are the way to go in that case. Please do a video about how to use Vim and VS Code soon. If you search my name in Vim, there's a few videos that I've done on it that I think are probably what you're asking about, but let me know if not. Yeah, I think if you need to confirm, I think I'm cool with doing modals in that case. Yeah, I'm not against modals like totally. Just if there's a better option, I'll go ahead and choose that. Or you know what? If you want to be really cool, you can do like what Gmail does or what Google recommends and have just like a snack bar that says undo at the bottom. But coding undo is a little bit harder. So I tend to just use modals. And to tell you the truth, I actually use modals a decent amount in my side project now that I think of it. But, you know, they do work a lot of times. All right, let's go ahead and call this. So it's going to be after I call this mutation here. And we are assuming success. Basically, because there's no way this is going to fail unless the database crashes, and then we have bigger problems. We don't get auto-completion because we didn't set the values here. I hate JS, Python guy. I used to be a Python guy myself, actually. But I'm actually starting to like JavaScript more, to be honest. Offer to sent to. And the person we're going to say is the .owner.username. Cool. So the things that I like about JavaScript better than Python, I like destructuring stuff in JavaScript. So we have a dictionary, if you will. I can destructure stuff out of the dictionary, which is nice. Like, I love the spread operator. Yeah, I do really like TypeScript. I mean, also these things you can do in JavaScript too, so. All right, so let's go ahead and review this guy. Success, your offer has been sent to Ben. Nice. And I'm totally fine just leaving this message up there. And then when you offer to someone else, it just changes the name, but that might be a little weird. What's your syntax theme called, by the way? you're talking about the color theme. This is just the default Visual Studio Code, but I do have this plugin called Bracket Colorizer, and that makes these pretty colors. Okay. Also, I don't think I should offer... No, we have it set up where I can... No, I can't. This should error out, I think. Does it? No, it allows me to offer. That's weird. It's allowing me to offer multiple times. Let's check the database. I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to be allowed to do that. All right, that is unhelpful view. Oh. I didn't make it that it's unique. So I need to make it so that the two columns, it's unique by user ID and code review ID. That's annoying. I think I'm just going to deal with that problem later. Where I think the next thing that I want to do is, so I really want like just like a little thing to show up that says like the number of offers that this thing has been given. I think that's pretty neat. There's a lot of cool data that we can show for this, but it's unnecessary, and I think we need to do more stuff first. You can disable the button after you click on it. It is a simple block for the time being. That is a good idea, actually. Let's do that. I guess basically I would keep a catalog in the state of if I've pressed it. Nah, I mean it takes 2 seconds to do. It takes 2 seconds to do. Let's add it real quick. It's like a simple all right, so we have offered and we're getting offered from the state. Actually, it's not worth it because, I mean, the page is just going to refresh. I decided against it. We'll come back to it. I want to just move on to the next thing. So what's the next thing to do? Is to actually get accepted. Here's the whole thing where this doesn't actually work unless I implement email. Because you're going to have no idea who sent you requests and stuff. I think we need to make a new screen where we can see all of the people that have sent us offers. Let's build that. What did we just make? I think we did stuff with offer. I can't even remember. Let's push the code up, guys. All right, so we're gonna add something that goes right here, and it's gonna show the number of offers that shows the number of offers. Should I do it for a particular one or just in general? We'll do in general because that'll cover everything. Commit messages are hard. Yes, they are, especially in a hackathon. module offer. Make it a notification style. Yeah, I want to do like a thingy over here. I wonder if this will have anything for me. I basically want like a little number up there with like the number of pending offers you have, and that kind of looks like a notification thing. Yeah, I don't know if there's going to be a component from Semantic for this. I'm just going to make, I think, plain text for it for now. And what we're going to say my offers. Do I want to call it my offers? Because that could mean the offers you sent. What I really mean is the offer, people that have requests, like given experts that you need to accept or decline. That's a good name. Received offers. Now what do I want to return from this? So I need to know the code review associated to it. I think notification is too general. All right, we're just going to return an offer. So what do I need to get from this? Code review ID, user ID of the person who sent the offer. TypeScript always felt like technical debt. If you want strongly typed, use a different language. Alright, what language should I use then? Reason ML. TypeScript definitely feels awkward sometimes because, you know, it's like an extra thing. But JavaScript isn't strongly typed. You told me use a different language if you want strongly typed. Alright. So let's get the code review itself. Offer. Let's call it, we'll just say user. Now we'll call it sender. Sorry, we can get the code review associated to it and the sender associated to it. Yeah, that was what it was like for me when I first started TypeScript. I had like a steep learning curve with it, but then it was one of those things where I feel like I get long-term more value. Yeah, and exactly, as your project gets bigger, it just gets better and better. Like, just try refactoring in a JavaScript project. It's a pure nightmare. And yeah, that too. Just like remembering what stuff does and like getting instant feedback to where you like did stuff wrong. It's really nice. It eliminates a ton of typos. All right, so received offers. How am I going to get this? So received offers. I get all the code reviews and I just join it. All right, we're just going to write SQL for this. So select all from code review. We're going to inner join offer. And we're going to say code review dot ID is equal to offer dot code review ID. And that's it. So we're just joining them. This probably would have been easier not to write the SQL, but I don't mind. I think I prefer writing the SQL. Let's see what it would be like without writing the SQL, though. Yeah. I mean, you write enough SQL, you get the gist of it. My only concern with writing the raw SQL there is if we may not get a pretty response that GraphQL can format. Let's go ahead and give it a try, see what happens, and then we can always rewrite it if we need to. The only other thing we need to do is we need to have code review dot owner ID, and we need to just make sure that is equal to, and we add a replacement. I mean, all right, let's give this a try. We'll see if this works. The other thing we'll need to do is implement this. And I'm currently not doing, what is this going to be called? I'm at the point where names just don't come to my mind anymore. Hey, Zer. You know what? It was really slow progress at first, but I think I'm getting to the point where we're starting to build some interesting things now. So I think we'll see if I hit a big wall where I get super tired. I'm feeling pretty good right now. I think the problem with this is I think I need to do too much to make this usable. But we'll see how it goes. And then for our sender here, we're just going to get the user ID, and we're just going to return user.findOne with that user ID. And we're not going to worry about the types there. Sender, because basically I think it's complaining about null and whatnot. I'm just going to forget about that. What's the other thing I need? Code review. Oh, that we need a comma there. I was like, why was I not getting auto completion? That's basically all I ever wonder. Why am I not getting auto completion? Okay. Just an FYI for everyone. This should be put in data loader, but we will be doing that later. AKA it may never happen, but that's an optimization we can add later. Why don't I go ahead? I'm just gonna put at the very bottom, data loader everything. Cool. Is the server running? Server's running. Let's write the query for it. This is actually can be like a pretty beast of a query too. Because now we're gonna have Cinder. Have I tried Prisma with GraphQL Yoga? I have. Yeah. So we don't have loops in our GraphQL code yet, I don't think, but it's going to be coming soon if we don't have them yet. So something like this, I'm thinking. Also, the other thing we need to know about offers is whether it's been accepted. And I don't think I added that. Personally, I would always pick TypeScript for projects nowadays, but that's my personal preference. But I think any large project is going to benefit from TypeScript. I mean, I guess there's some rare exceptions to that probably, depending if like, if you're creating database wrappers, are you creating them yourself or are you creating an ORM? What are you going to use like Next underneath the hood or something? Yeah, a lot of people don't want to use TypeScript. It's a mix. More people are starting to use it though. Gotcha. Yeah, I mean that's one of the things that could benefit a lot from an ORM though, or from TypeScript I mean, is knowing exactly what fields you get back is super valuable, and having type definition on that is really helpful. Alright, I'm just clicking around here. We need to have a query. Why don't you like JavaScript on the front end? You just feel like it's kind of clunky. Received offers. Yeah, I think I need to add like lodash get or something for this lovely guy. See, the only thing about that, so let's pretend I turn this into lodash get. Right? Let's pretend that's a lodash get. TypeScript's now unhappy because it did not do type inference on it. So that's my only thing, and we lose the type definitions on it. So that's the only reason that's keeping me from switching this over right now, is I don't mind writing it out. It is a little clunky, and maybe it doesn't even warrant writing it out. Maybe I should just use that. I go back and forth. If I get to a point where I need to write one of those queries again, I'll go ahead and add a library for it, I think, though. Can you add requests for architecture requests? Like, how do I build this functionality? Can you add requests for architecture requests? Yes, I see what you're talking about. I think that's a good one to add. So I need to, so there's definitely, I want to do more than what I currently have. So like, for example, I have this thing. Yeah, exactly. I just have notes right here, which is like, right? What I want is this to be more structure, a more structured section where you can ask specific things that you want. Like, for example, having problems with architecture or having problems with your styling, or I don't know, some random stuff you want is more structured than that. Oh, no worries, man. I definitely agree with you, though. It's ugly. Well, you know what? I can't wait for. Have you seen the syntax where you can be like, object, and it's like, I think they're using a dot. I think it's like a question mark dot or something. And then you can say sender, question mark dot, and whatnot. That's coming soon, and I'm excited for that. All right, let's finish off this query real quick. Received offers. Yeah, exactly. It's going to be freaking huge. And then you get TypeScript definitions for that the whole way. Okay, Elvis operator. Yeah, there you go. Received offer query, received offers, accepted. And then here we're going to use our fragment for the code review fragment that we were using. And we're starting to use the user in a couple different places. That should become a fragment as well. Yeah, optional chaining. So if it's still on stage 1, what does that mean? Does that mean it's far away? I'm not really like caught up on the terminology with the stages on how that works. Oh, gotcha. So it hasn't actually been accepted as a thing that's going to be coming. Why do you say it is not friendly? Is it not friendly to beginners? Oh, I see. So it's got a few more things that it has to go through before we ever see the light of day of it. User info. Let's see where else we're grabbing the user. Here we go. Ha, nice. Yeah, I mean, it seems really nice. not friendly to beginners, but also very interchangeable, in my opinion at least. I haven't tried it myself, so I can't say. Yeah. I mean, React is pretty much the opposite of that. You can just switch stuff in and out, and you can kind of use... There are so many different options of ways to do things in React. Alright, we set up the fragments for all of those. Let's go ahead and just make the page that I was talking about. So let's call it View Offers. Alright, so let's just print out the data to see if it's what we're getting from this. Alright, so I'm logged in as Tom. What do I call it? View Offers. Alright, so we get an empty array here. Let's log in as Ben. Okay, I'm just gonna say never. So I want a button right here on the menu. I keep wanting to click it already. What do I want to call this? Offers. All right, so we're not getting anything. So let's go check our SQL. We don't have logging on, or else we could actually see what the SQL it's running. But I mean, we kind of know the SQL that it's running right here. Okay, so that's giving us stuff back. So I don't think the replacement is working. So 9888. Yep, that's exactly right. Could it be I don't have a semicolon? Go figure, it was the semicolon. Hey Pat, how you doing? So basically I got a lot of things back from this. I'm thinking I'm getting duplicates. And so what I want to do is in my SQL query ask just for distinct ones, but let's just verify that we're getting duplicates first. And also I want to do it like this. I saw a really nice one a while ago, if I can remember what it looked like, where it literally showed an approve. There we go. This is exactly what I want. Alright, so I wrap the thing in a cart group. Is that how you just do multiple? Okay, I'm fine with that. Okay. Loading, we're going to say loading null, otherwise show this group. I need to learn semantic UI. I tried boot camp for a project, didn't come out too well. Semantic UI is alright so far. It's definitely not too hard to learn. All I do is basically scroll over here, click the element that I want, click on show the code, and then copy and paste it in. And then it makes it look like it should. So as long as you like the components that Semantic has, then go for it. But yeah, Semantic has been pretty mess so far for me. All right, let's map over the data. We might move this to its own component in a little bit. Do I want to give it an ID? We're going to do the index. This is not usually a good idea, but it's a hackathon. Offer. So we will not be showing an image. The header. So what does this look like? Card content extra, 2 buttons. So here I want to say the person's name. Here I want to put the notes. So person's name is going to be offer. And let's just go ahead and destructure this. And we're going to say code review. Dot. Oh, shoot. We want to get the code review. No, the code review owner is me. Haha. This is going to be the sender. What should we show here? Number of days. No, there's nothing really to show there. I lied. I want to show the code review code URL. Yeah, I feel like Bootstrap is probably just a superior choice to Semantic. Alright, let's see what this looks like before I continue making changes. That's depressing. It just wraps right off of it. And it's awkwardly spaced. I don't know if that's because of this. Oh, nice. What boot camp did you go to? Should probably make this linkable. I don't know what I want to do with this, to be honest. By the way, here are the duplicates that I was talking about. Basically, I want to just tell them information about Tom. Okay, what if I put the code review down here? Is that cleaner? No. Why doesn't it just like split that better? Yeah, I can probably use group by. I'm also thinking, so is it better to use group by or better to use distinct? I was leaning towards using distinct, but group by would work as well. A Richmond coding boot camp. Oh, okay, so like a university gave it out. Interesting. How do I handle that URL? Maybe there's like a pre-tag or something I can do. Yeah, I did hear the shout out in the syntax podcast. That was awesome. That was super cool to hear. Maybe I wrap this in pre-tags. I think distinct doesn't play nice as the join values are not distinct. Well, what I want is I wanted to say distinct on. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm gonna have to look I'm gonna have to look at the SQL and then decide there. Aren't those duplicates because you didn't make user ID and correct IDs parent queues? Actually, yeah, I shouldn't actually even have to worry about duplicates. You're right. Just kidding. I don't even need to add that to my SQL query. I just corrupted the database basically. Yeah, both Sky and Wes are really cool. The latest episode of when they were talking about React hooks, use CSS wrap. Let's look up CSS wrap. Word wrap. Oops, I do not want to cast. So let's inspect. Come on, scroll down. There we go. Did I not add a key? No, I did add a key. I was gonna say. There we go. Just call it break all. I learned the MERN stack. Basically, we led up to that. I learned jQuery, handlebars, and some other outdated stuff. We also learned MySQL. What interviews do you have this? Is it this week? Are they phone interviews? All right. And that looks nice-ish. I mean, it doesn't look nice-ish. It just looks better than it did before. All right, so we can approve and decline this guy. So right now, the accepted field, I guess decline really means delete the request. Okay. Yes, that is just strictly better. Nice. All right, so let's add the backend code for that then. Could href the GitHub URL? Yeah. They knew my bootcamp didn't teach Redux, and they gave me a week to learn independent. I think you did well. Oh, nice, you made a Hacker News. That is definitely a good one to, as a side project. That's like a quintessential one. That, to-do lists, to do MVC. Yeah. I was going to say, let's go ahead and fix the database real quick. All right, so I just removed all the items in the database. And I'm going to get rid of the primary key that I have on offer. And instead, the primary key is going to be these two columns. Oh, that's easy enough. All right, so remade the database. Now there should be nothing over here. Cool. You still using ORM or straight SQL? I'm using an ORM, but I am writing some straight SQL. All right, so let's send an offer. Why does it keep saying true? Did I just make a whole bunch of offers? No, I didn't. Why is it saying true? I mean, I'm totally okay with that. Maybe because I always return true from it, I think. Yeah. Looks like if it already exists, it doesn't do anything. Yeah, I'm totally okay with that. Maybe later I should really do an error, but I'm cool for now. What they make you do? I had an earlier challenge to same coming. First they asked me to print the numbers of integers in an array that are above a given input and the number that are below. For the input 6, print above 1 and 4. Interesting. Then rotate the characters in a string by giving input and have the overflow appear at the beginning. Okay. Yeah, that's not too terrible. I've heard worse things. Alright, so now let's log in as Ben. So it didn't load at first. I wonder why. I'm thinking it was maybe cached. So when I call logout, which is in my layout, after I log out, I'm going to reset. When you submit an offer to, why don't you add the GitHub API with your front end? Could have it just pulled rather than links. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a lot of cool stuff I can add, and that's something that I like. I'm keeping this super basic right now because there's still a lot to do. When you submit an offer to review someone's code, what's the link you're sending? Basically, you're sending the code for them to look at. Not sure if you can do that with the GitHub API. Yeah, I'm not sure if you can either. I bet you can, though. Yeah, you just need to practice it a few times. Yep, passed it. And now having a new freelance gig. That seems awesome. Nice job, dude.